Let's get right to it now with Joe Tigay of Equity Armor Investments. Joe, a ceasefire in the Middle East, a hostage deal, encouraging news about inflation, and strong profits coming from big banks, all giving a lift to moods on Wall Street and Main Street. What are you watching in the market today?
Yeah, inflation has been the narrative for some time. The market's had a bit of a pullback, de-risking in many cases, and that's because we saw the 10-year start to rise. Now, it was a paradox because the stock market was going lower because the economy was so strong. And it's funny to think, why would the stock market be going to lower because the economy is stronger? Well, it's always looking forward a year out. A strong economy means maybe higher inflation expectations, which led these yields to start to rise. And that's really what drives these growth stocks. Now, we had a great inflation number, came in better than expected on both a month-over-month and year-over-year on the core. So that's good news for these stocks. And then we're having a nice bounce because of that. We're hopeful that that can continue, of course. Next, we're going to have a lot of uncertainty under the new administration. We don't know what the tax policy is going to be. We don't know about any deregulations which are coming about. And we also don't know the tariff policy. So that's going to be a big driver for the markets for the next few months as we're just reading through the tea leaves and discovering all that as it happens.
As far as the AI craze, is it time to start buying some of the lesser talked about stocks connected to artificial intelligence?
Well, we had a couple of great years of gains, specifically in some of the AI names, and that led to really high valuations, Angie. So it might be prudent to see some of these valuations just grow into themselves. Maybe some of those profits were pushed forward last year into this year. Now, that said, there are other parts of the whole AI infrastructure dynamic which have not experienced a growth yet. So if these data centers are going to be filled out with computer chips like NVIDIA chips, we're going to need other things. We saw Broadcom having a big fourth quarter last year because they're talking about their connectivity. There's some memory cards out there. There's some other parts of the AI name which have not really had those profits pulled forward. So I'll be watching all that. I'm going to see this AI narrative continue to take shape as we're seeing these valuations fluctuate. Now, as the valuations get lower, some names like NVIDIA get attractive again.
Thank you, Joe.
Thanks for having me.